Hello friends, today we are going to discuss most important facts of history for prelims 2025. This one video will fetch you more marks than your entire notes of ancient history. This one video itself, this I can guarantee. This video may seem boring also, but you will have to watch it if you want to gain 6 to 8 marks. Okay, the facts have been collected from so many sources and through thorough analysis of last 30 years PYQ. This PDF I will share, but in the video, I will discuss double facts what has been written in the PDF. So you will download this PDF. I will put the link in the description, but still you have to watch the video. The extra facts you have to write from your pen in this PDF itself. And this you have to keep with yourself. Take a printout. Okay. And watch this video twice. So the first important fact is that what is the oldest form of art? Painting is the earliest art form in human civilization. This is a very, very important fact. You need to remember it. The Mesolithic periods makes the beginning of primitive painting. The initial painting, which were done on the mountains, which were done on the stones, which were done on the mountains, which were done on the stones, that you need to remember. Okay. And one of the earliest primitive paintings are found in Bhim Betka. Bhim Betka. And this was discovered by W.S. Wakankar. Apart from it, you also need to understand that Stone Age में there are other facts as well. Stone Age में there was a Nevasan industry. Okay, and this was situated in Ahmednagar district of Maharashtra. This is a middle Paleolithic site, and from here flake tools, bores, scrapers, etc. were found. It is in the valley of Godavari. One of the very important fact, Nevasan industry, you need to remember. And another very important factors about Zorwe culture. What? Zorwe culture. So it was in Chalcolithic period. And various important sites of Zorwe culture are Inam Gaon and Daimabad. Inam Gaon and Daimabad. Okay, you need to remember this. And this Jorwe culture was situated in Malwa region of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Temporary and seasonal campsites were used. Okay, temporary and seasonal campsites were used in Jorwe culture. Other important Chalcolithic culture you need to remember is Jodhpur culture, Ganeshwar culture. Both were in Rajasthan. Ahar culture, okay, Banas culture, Kayatha and Malwa culture. So these are some important facts which you need to remember for Stone Age. Now let's come to Harappan civilization. So Greeks used to call cotton as Sindan. And it is believed that Mehergarh was the site from which the cultivation of cotton started. Mehergarh is now in Pakistan. Okay? You need to remember this fact as well. Seals were made mostly of steatite. If it is written that only of steatite, then this is the wrong statement because terracotta, ivory, etc. were also used. But this was the most important. Okay. Most seals were square shaped. Other shapes are also fine, but square shaped is the most important. You can find in Harappan seals the sign of swastika. If it is mentioned in the option, then it is correct. Unicorn was the most depicted animal. You need to remember this fact. And there was no evidence of cow in Harappan seals. Very, very, very important fact. Okay. And Meluha, which was the the Mesopotamian name of for Harappan civilization. Now, Mesopotamian people used to call Harappan civilization as Meluha. Okay, so this fact also you need to remember. Another very important fact is now there was a precious, semi-precious stone known as lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. So this you need to remember. And they had ties with the Oman, Bahrain, Mesopotamia. Okay, so you need to remember these facts. Now we will come to the Vedic era. Vedic era is very, very important, very, very important. So I will discuss not only the facts which are given in the PDFs, but also other facts as well. Okay. So first you need to remember is that Vedas are part of Shruti. Shruti का क्या मतलब? Shruti is which has been heard, not written. Other things like Vedangas, like Puranas, like epics, like Niti Shastra, they are part of Smriti. Smriti. Smriti means remembered. Remembered. Okay. Now all Vedas had now Brahmanas. So Brahmanas contained the prose explanation. Prose explanation. And also ritual detail. Okay. And there were Upanishad as well. So Upanishad were the philosophical crux of Vedas. Okay. Now, very important fact is Battle of Ten Kings. The Battle of Ten Kings was fought on the banks of River Ravi. River Ravi was called as Purushini. Very, very important fact. Now, in Vedic society, Pani were called as merchant class, and they are mentioned in Vedic text as well. Okay, and Kulapa was the head of the family. Kulapa was the head of the family. You need to remember these facts. Okay. Also, there are other important terms which you need to remember. Like there were different Vedic priest associated with Vedas. Very important. Cram it. The first type of priest is Udagatri. Udagatri recited hymns of Samaveda. Udagatri recited hymns of Samaveda. Hotri recited hymns of Rigaveda. Adhavaryu recited hymns of Yajurveda. Brahmana recited hymns of Atharveda. फिर से रिवाइज कर लो. Udagatri recited hymns of Samaveda. Hotri recited hymns of Rigaveda. Adhavaryu recited hymns of Yajurveda. Brahmana recited hymns of Atharvaveda. These are very, very, very important. Okay, has been asked in past and can be asked this time as well. So you need to remember this. Also, there were Gopati. Gopati were the protector of cows. The cows were hugely important during this time period. So you need to remember this as well. Okay. Also, there were some administrative posts in Vedic age, like Sangri Hatri. Sangri Hatri were the treasurer. Sangri Hatri were the treasurer. Then Bhagaduga. Bhagaduga were the revenue official. Bhaga means part. Part क्या होता है? Taxes are part of your earning. So revenue. इससे याद कर लेना. Akshawapa. Akshawapa accountant. Akshawapa accountant. Now let's see the Puranic literature. So there were 18 Mahapuranas, and what Mahapuranas contained? They contained dynastic genealogy. ना kings के बारे में भी दिया हुआ था. Myths of gods and goddesses, historical geography, and all these things were there. Okay, and it also discusses about creation of world. मतलब दुनिया कैसे क्रिएट हुई. This was discussed. इसको सर्ग बोलते हैं. रिक्रिएशन ऑफ वर्ल्ड को बोलते हैं प्रतिसर्ग. And it also discusses about periods of Manus. Different Manus are there In every kalpa there will be one Manu. कि देखो there are 4 yugas mentioned है 4 युग के. The first yuga is Krita. The second yuga is Treta. The third yuga is Dwapara. And the fourth one is Kali. Kali Yuga जिसे बोलते हैं Kali Yuga. Okay? So these are 4 yugas. 4 yugas makes Mahayuga. 4 yugas make one Mahayuga. And 100 Mahayuga makes one Kalpa. And in every Kalpa there will be one Manu. So this you need to remember. I hope these things are clear. Okay? नहीं भी clear है तो याद कर लो. Then there are other facts as well. Like कुछ ना धर्मशास्त्रास होते थे. So धर्मशास्त्रास में ना one of the most important thing which is mentioned is आश्रमास. आश्रम्स. और 4 आश्रम होते थे. The first is ब्रह्मचर्य, the second is गृहस्था, third is वानप्रस्था and fourth is संन्यासा. जितने भी the ashrams are there, they are not applicable to women and shudras. So this you need to remember. Okay, this you need to remember. इसके अलावा भी there are other important facts which I'm going to mention once so that कुछ मिस ना हो जाए. तो देखिए कुछ ना वेदांगास होते थे. वेदांगास हर वेद का there was ना उपवेदा and there were also vedangas. तो वेदांगास तो होते थे 6. There are 6 vedangas. The first is शिक्षा. शिक्षा में phonetics दिए हुए. Phonetics. Then there is व्याकरणा. Grammar दिया हुआ है इसमें. Okay. Then there is Kalpasutra. Kalpasutra में there is mention of the rituals, rules, geometry. Then there was a fourth one, Jyotisha. Then there was fifth one, Nirukta. Nirukta means etymology. Etymology means होता है like my name Aditya. What does it mean? No origin of this. This is etymology. Then the last one is Chanda. Chanda means measurement, metric. So these are 6 Vedangas. Apart from them, there are also Upavedas. What are there? There are Upavedas. The Upavedas are 4. One each for one Veda. You need to remember that one each for one Veda. So these are Ayurveda is the first one which is part of Rig Veda. The first Upaveda is Ayurveda. Second you need to remember is the Dhanurveda. Dhanurveda is part of Yajur. Okay. Then there is Gandharva Veda, part of Samaveda. Then there is Atharva Veda, then there is Shilpa Veda which is part of Atharva Veda. फिर से रिवाइज कर लो. First is Ayurveda which is part of Rig Veda. Second is Dhanurveda which is part of Yajurveda. Then third is Gandharva Veda which is part of Samaveda. Then there is Shilpa Veda which is part of Atharva Veda. Very important. Okay. Now we will move to Mauryan periods. Mauryan period is also very important. If we see the large number of questions come every year from it. Okay. So we will first discuss the Buddhism part. The Buddhism sects and other important videos on Buddhism and Jainism will be released separately. Okay. We are not going to discuss here Buddhism and Jainism. So now the Mauryan periods, we know about Mauryan periods from sources like Ashokan Edicts. There was a book written by Megasthenes Indica, Arthashastra. Then there is a book known as Mudra Rakshaka. Okay, Mudra Rakshaka was written by Vishakha Datta. No, this Mudra Rakshaka discusses about how Chanakya and Chandragupta defeated the powerful Nanda dynasty. This you need to remember. And there was one more book which is known as Parishishta Parvan. Parishishta Parvan, which was written by Hemachandra. Hemachandra. Okay. Parishishta Parvan written by Hemachandra. And this tells about how Chandragupta embraced Jainism. Okay. Parishishta Parvan. So these are majorly the sources which talks about the Mauryan period. Now the Mauryan period is also very famous for the dynasty, okay, and dynasty and its administration. तो डायनेस्टी डेवलप होती है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से. तो मौर्यन डायनेस्टी फेमस है अपनी डायनेस्टी के लिए यानी रूलिंग के लिए, एंड दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. So there are some important terms which you need to remember. The important post during the Mauryan period. One of the very important posts is Sannidhata. Sannidhata were the treasurer and keepers of stores. They used to write in detail about income, expenditure, etc. etc. Then there were the second important post known as Samharta. They collected revenue in cash and kind. ये collect करते थे. काइंड का मतलब है काइंड मीन्स ग्रेन में भी देयर वर कलेक्शन ऑफ टैक्स, नॉट टोटली कैश. देन देयर वर अमत्यास, दे वर टॉप लेवल सिविल सर्वेंट्स. आज के IAS IPS ले लो, है ना. दे यूज्ड टू हेल्ड जुडिशियल एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पोस्ट. देन देयर वर राजुकास. Rajukas were so important that they were appointed by Ashoka. They held judicial power. They can reward and punish people. There were adhyaksha, heads of various department. बहुत सारे तरह के अध्यक्षा was there. Like ना, there were rathadhyaksha, head of chariot. Then there were hastya dhyaksha, look after the elephant forces. There were ayudha gara dhyaksha. They used to look after the ornaments. So there were different adhyakshas. Then there were yuktas. They were the subordinate officer, handled secretariat and accounting work. Okay. And if we talk about local administration, then there were gopa and sthanika. Gopa and sthanika, they used to handle administration between district and village level. Then there were gramikas. Gramika means gram level, the village level, village heads. Selected among elders, not paid. Honorary post. There were gram bhojaka. They used to assist the gramika in village affairs. उनके नीचे थे subordinates. Then there were pramukhas. They were head of Srenis, guild of artisan handicrafts. Srenis were ना all the artisans group में रहते थे. They used to stay in groups, different groups. उन different groups जो important groups होते थे उनको जो head करता था, they were known as Srenis. Key crafts had such guilds during Mauryan rule. 18 ऐसे crafts थे जिनके अपने अपने ना groups थे. They were called as Srenis. अब एक the very important part is, अच्छा taxes में भी there are some facts. थोड़ा वो भी discuss कर लेते हैं. So nothing should remain. सुल्का होता था. सुल्का were a kind of tax on trade and commerce. Okay. Bhaga was tax on land, and that was 1/6 of total land revenue. Okay. भागा या और उसको कलेक्ट कौन करता था? भागा दूंगा. सीतावर crown lands. Okay. And there was a tax known as pranaya. Pranaya were the emergency taxes. Okay. So these are some of the facts related to the taxes. आप ना जब भी मैं ऐसे कोई facts बताऊं, you can just pause and write it. Now, rock edicts and their messages. Major rock edicts and their messages are very important. Okay. So the Rock Addict 1. Rock Addict 1 talked about banning animal sacrifice and festive gatherings. Animal sacrifices जो होते थे, the Ashoka was not in favor of them. So this was discussed in Rock Addict 1. In Rock Addict 2, he discussed about welfare measures, medicines, wells, roads, trees. He also mentions certain kingdoms, very, very important. Pandyas, Satyaputras, Kerala Putras, especially Pandyas ka mention is there in Rock Addict 2, is very, very, very important. Then there is Rock Addict 3. It emphasizes respect for parents, Brahmanas, Shramanas. तीनों को respect करना. Rock Addict 4 promotes non-violence and cutscene society. Okay? हिंसा के खिलाफ थे. Ahimsa परमो धर्म. Rock Addict 5. He talked about appointment of Dhamma Mahamatas. Dhamma Mahamata was the people who used to propagate Dhamma. No? Propagate Dhamma. They were the officers to promote harmony among all sects. जैसे his father used to, the Bindusara used to believe in Ajivikas. Grandfather Chandragupta used to believe in Jainism. He used to believe in Buddhism. So, and Brahmanas, Hindus. So, you need to have a kind of peace among them. This Dhamma Mahamata was posted. Rock Addict 6 talks about Dhamma Mahamatas could report to king anytime, 24 hours. Such was the importance. Focus on quick administration. Then there was Rock Addict 7. It urged tolerance among all sects. Rock Addict 8. Ashoka undertakes Dhamma Yatras instead of hunting. Now, ऐसे kings used to go to forest, kill animals for fun. He used to go to Dhamma Yatras. So mentions first visit to Bodh Gaya, very, very important. Rock Addict 8 mentions first visit to Bodh Gaya. Then Rock Addict 9. It condemns rituals after birth, marriage, illness, travel. It's very, very futuristic and very progressive. Especially criticize rituals by mothers and wives. Then Rock Addict 10. It denounces fame, glory. Fame or glory, in today's society, it's so much prevalent. It stresses virtue through Dhamma. Virtues develop karo through Dhamma. Then Rock Addict 11 talks about reaffirming core Dhamma, मतलब Dhamma को मानना. Like respect elders, avoid animal king, charity. जो important Dhamma थे उनको फिर से repeat किया. Rock Addict 12 is strong plea for religious tolerance. And then Rock Addict 13, the last one, Ashoka's victory over Kalinga. Very important. This is Rock Addict 13, where he has talked about the victory over Kalinga. Sorry. Then he advocates conquest by Dhamma, not war. Dhamma Ghosha. The last Rock Addict is about Dhamma record written in varying forms to ensure mass understanding. हर अलग अलग तरीके से language में, poster में, pictures में, that has been mentioned in Rock Addict 14. Now let's come to Sangam era. See, there were 3 Sangams, and these 3 Sangams were called as Muchangam. Muchangam. Please remember this, okay? And 3 Sangams, and these were chaired by different people. Like first and second was chaired by Agastya. He is often called as the father of the Tamil language. He is the one who formed it. One of the most innocent language of the world. Okay, and the last was chaired by Nakkirar. Nakkirar. And this was found in south of Krishna Tungabhadra river. Okay. Pattern was Pandyan kings of Madurai. There were 3 Sangams. First happened in Madurai, chaired by Agastya. No work survived. Second happened in Kapadpuram. Tolakappiyam survived, chaired again by Agastya. Third in Madurai. Most Sangam literature comes from here, chaired by Nakkirar. Now, what was the nature of these literature? They were containing poems, they reflected society, polity, and economy of that time. Okay, and they were one of the earliest Dravidian literatures. Now we need to remember about some of the important literatures of Sangam era. The most important is Tolakappiyam. It is a Tamil grammar book, and it also gives social insight. And it was written by Tolakappiyar. Okay, and there is Ettugoi. Ettugoi is 8 anthologies, includes Puranuru and Kuruntogai, etc. Okay, just have a brief idea in your mind about these names. Then Pattu Patu, 10 ideals. These include Madura Kanji, Pattina Palai, etc. etc. Then there are Pathi Ne Kanku. Pardon my pronunciation. These are very, very difficult for me to pronounce. 18 works on ethics. Tirukural by Thiruvalluvar is another very, very important. You need to remember. Then Silapadikaram. Silapadikaram was written by Ilango Adigal and Mani Meghalai by Sattanar. These two are epics. These two are epics. Very important. Very important. There are some foreign sources which discusses about Sangam era. Like Greek authors Megasthenes mention about Sangam era, Pliny, Ptolemy, these three used to mention about the Sangam era. These three are Greek authors. Ashokan edicts mention Chera, Chola, and Pandya. You need to remember it. Hathi Gumfa inscription mentions Tamil kingdom. Okay. Before going to political history, let's discuss some political terms. Like there were velirs. Velirs. They were chief of hill tribes. Chief of hill tribes. Okay. Second are Keeler. Ruling elite, who had large lands. Okay. So these two terms you need to remember. Now let's discuss some important facts about the individual dynasty, like Chera dynasty. Chera dynasty's capital was Vanji. Important ports are Muziri and Tondi. Emblem is bow. Greatest ruler is Senguttuvan. Very important. And Senguttuvan is associated with the Patni cult. And he sent embassy to China as well. Very important is this Patni cult, based on an epic. Okay. Then Chola dynasty. Chola dynasty capital was Urayur. Important ports are Puhar or Kaveri Patnam. Emblem was tiger. Famous ruler was Karaikal Chola. Battle of Veni built Kaveri embankments. For this he is very, very famous. Then Pandya dynasty. The capital was Madurai. Important port was Korakai. Emblem was fish. They were known for pearl trade, Sati idol worship, and Brahmin patronage. Okay, Sati was prevalent, especially among upper caste. You need to remember. If they say that Sati was not prevalent, this is a wrong statement. Now let's see Sangam administration, society, religion, and economy. So, in terms of the type of an administration was hereditary monarchy. Council contained ministers, priests, envoys, commanders, and spies. Income source क्या था? Most important was land tax, customs, and war booty. Okay. Now let's discuss about the society. So Tolakappiyam mentions 5 regions. The first is Kurinji. Kurinji kaha tha? Kurinji hills. Then there is the second type is Mulai. Third is Marudam. Okay. Mulai was forest land. Mulai was forest land. Okay. Marudam was plain land. Then there was Nedal. Nedal was coastal land. Palai was desert. And for each of these types of lands, there were different professions. Like for hills, the profession was hunting and millet cultivation. For Mulai, which was a forest land, the occupation was domestication of animals. For Marudam, plain land, the main occupation was agriculture. For Nedal, which was a coastal land, the important occupation was fishing. Palai, which was desert land, important occupation was robbery. And for each of these types of land, there were different gods. Like for Kurunji, the god was Sion. Sion. Okay. For Mullai, the god was Mayon. Okay. For Marudam, the god was Vendan. Okay. For Nedal, the god was Varundars. And for Palai, the god was Koravai. So you just need to remember this. Okay. This is enough. Also, it mentions about castes. Arasar were the rulers, Anthanar were the price, Vanigar were traders, Vellalars were farmers. And Vellalars used to live in Marudam, plain lands. Obviously, agriculture can be done there only. Women were respected. Poets like Avayar, Sati existed in upper class. You need to remember this. Religion, main deity was Murugan. Murugan temples, if you go to south of India, you will find lots of Murugan temples. Okay. 6 abodes, Arupadai, Vidu. Others are Mayon. Mayon Vishnu was known as Mayon. Koravai and Varunan, I had discussed. One of the very important factors, hero stones were erected. Hero stones were erected and they were called as Nadukal. Because hero worship was common. Hero worship was common. Economy, main crop was rice, then weaving, metalwork, ivory craft, shipbuilding, etc. was done. Major ports were Puhar, Tondi, Mushiri, Arika Medu. Arika Medu is nowadays Pondicherry or Puducherry. Okay. Roman trades were done. Gold coins of Augustus, Nero were found. Nero was an important Roman ruler. Exports were spices, cottons, pearls. Imports were horses were import, gold were import, wine were import. Decline end by 3rd century. Kalabhra dynasty ruled. This is known as Dark Ages. 300 to 600 Common Era. No substantial development happened. There was a substantial decline. Okay, there was a substantial decline. Now we will discuss the Gupta Empire important facts. Gupta is known for the administration. Gupta is known for administration. So we will discuss the important administrative persons. Uparika was provincial governor appointed directly by the king. There were Kumar Matyas. They were nowadays IS, IPS, high ranking officials in central and provincial administration. They were attached to king, crown prince or districts. Worked with आयुक्तास to link center and province. आयुक्ता के साथ मिलके center और province के बीच link के लिए काम करते थे. Same like all India services. ना they act as link. आयुक्तास be it like a PCS officer. Vishyas and Vithi. Vishyas were district unit. Vithi were smaller sub district or village cluster. मान लो कि sub division या block. Block will be better. Block will be better. Then revenue and record keeping officers were there, like Gopas Ramin. They used to work under Samudragupta, acted as accountant, maintained register. Then there were Pushtapala. They were record keepers of land transaction. Very important. Then Agaharikas in Harsha's time managed charitable land grants. Harsha is not part of Gupta, it is post Gupta, but important fact. Then military and court officers. There were Sandhi Vigrahika. Very very important. समझ लो कि जयशंकर साहब है संधि विग्रहिका, because it was kind of a foreign minister. War and peace से deal करना. First appeared under Samudragupta. Then Mahabal Dikarta. Mahabal. Bal किससे होता? Bal होता है is related to defense. So he was the commander in chief of defense forces. Then Mahadandanayaka. Dand means judges used to give danda, so chief judicial and military officer. Then Mahapratihara. So he was chief of palace guards responsible for royal security. Then local governance and feudal chiefs. तो ग्रामिका विलेज हेडमैन को बोलते थे. देन देर वर महात्मा, महात्तका, महातारा, कुछ भी बोल दो. देर वर विलेज एल्डर्स हु असिस्टेड द ग्रामिका इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. देन देर वर सामंता. सामंता तो आपने सुना होगा. सामंता वर द फ्यूडल chiefs having large land, controlled regions under nominal loyalty to Gupta kings, gained power post Gupta period. These Samantas gained power जैसे ही गुप्ता का डिक्लाइन हुआ. Then there were 9 important gems of Gupta court, which you need to remember all 9, and they adorned the court of Chandragupta II, that is Vikramaditya. The first was Kalidasa, he was a renowned poet and playwright. You know, so इनसे associated things हैं मेघदूता, अभिज्ञान शकुंतलम, you know. So ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद होना चाहिए. There are more. When I will discuss literature in a separate video, then I will discuss in detail. Amar Simha, he was a Sanskrit lexicographer. He wrote Amar Kosha. Dhanvantri, famous physician, Ayurveda expert. Hari Sena, court poet and writer of Allahabad pillar inscription Samudragupta से related है, याद रखना. वराह मीरा, astronomer, wrote बृहद संहिता. एस्ट्रोलॉजी की जो भी बेसिक्स हैं इसी में दी हुई है. ओके. Varaha Ruchi is grammarian and Sanskrit scholar. Then Kaha Panaka was astrologer. Shanku was architect. Now also Shanku is a tool which is used in building and construction. Vittal Bhatta was a magician. Okay. Apart from it, there are some other facts as well which you need to remember. Like there were coinages. So first coin was Satmana, a silver coin, weighted about 180 grams. Then there were some types of land as well. Like Vasti. Vasti उसे बोलते थे जहां पे people used to reside, habitable land. Khila was wasteland. ना. इसके अलावा अप्रहता वर जंगल. ठीक है. तो ये these important facts you need to remember. इसके अलावा ना there was one important fact which was asked by UPSC related to land measurement. So there were na Kulayapa and Dronavapa. Dronavapa and Kulyavapa. Okay. ये लैंड मेजरमेंट यूनिट था. इसके अलावा भी देयर वर मोर लैंड मेजरमेंट यूनिट लाइक अंगुल, हस्ता. Okay. And land rights were also different. There were types of land rights like निवी धर्मा. निवी धर्मा मीन्स परमानेंट राइट है आपका फ्रूट्स ऑफ लैंड पे. ठीक है. देन देर वर अक्षय, निवी धर्मा और अपराध धर्मा. तो ये ट्रांसफर नहीं किया जा सकता है इन एनी फॉर्म, और दीज वर मोस्टली गिफ्ट एक्सेट्रा. तो अक्षय निवि धर्मा है वो ट्रांसफर नहीं कर सकते. निवि धर्मा कैन बी ट्रांसफर्ड. ओके. देयर वर आल्सो कम्युनिटीज थे, जैसे कि देयर वर सेठी, ट्रेडर्स को बोलते थे. बंजारास used to carry goods for exchange. Okay. Then there were Manigramam, पावरफुल मर्चेंट गिल्ड था, सबसे पावरफुल मर्चेंट गिल्ड था इन अर्ली मेडाइवल साउथ ऑफ इंडिया. ठीक है. सो दिस यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, है ना. अशोकन इंस्क्रिप्शन पे एक और इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट मुझे याद आ गया, इज दैट अशोकन inscription Sabzgadi and Manasera have been written in Kharoshthi script. ये थोड़ा याद रखना. These two places, Sabzgadi and Manasera, have been written in Kharoshthi script. Okay. And Tamil script was known as Vattaletu. Spelling ये होती है इसकी Vatta Bluetooth. ठीक है, बस थोड़ा सा you if you remember, you won't make this question wrong. So we have discussed so many facts, and as I told you, the link will be provided जहाँ पे this PDF will be uploaded. But I have discussed at least twice the facts which I have mentioned in the document. डॉक्यूमेंट लो, वीडियो सुनने के बाद दोबारा वीडियो देखो, सारे फैक्ट्स को राइट करो, है ना, 3 बार रिवाइज करो, and see the magic in 2025 prelims. To support all the hard work that goes in bringing such videos, you need to subscribe, support, and share this video so that we can make videos on medieval, modern, and other subjects also. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.